The shocking truth about credit card debt. If you think credit cards are convenient, you're only half right. They're convenient for the banks because they're designed to keep you paying forever. In this video, I'm breaking down the shocking truth about credit card debt in 2025. Why balances are at all-time highs, how even smart people get trapped, and the exact steps to escape the system once and for all. Stick around, because by the end, you'll know how to beat the game banks don't want you to understand. Let's start with reality. Americans now owe over $1.3 trillion in credit card debt, the highest level in history. The average household balance sits between $6,000 and $10,000, and interest rates are hovering around 22%. That means if you carry a balance, your debt doubles roughly every 3.5 years. But the real issue isn't just the number, it's the architecture of the credit system itself. It's not broken, it's working exactly as designed, to make you think you're in control while quietly extracting wealth from you for decades. Section 1. The minimum payment trap. When your bill arrives, you see one comforting line: minimum payment due. It's small, manageable, reasonable. You think, at least I can afford that. But that line is engineered to keep you in debt for life. If you owe $7,000 at 21% interest and pay only the minimum, it will take you nearly 30 years to pay off, and you'll end up paying over $13,000 in interest. That's almost 2 times what you borrowed. The bank makes money off your patience. They know human psychology. When a problem feels manageable, we delay solving it. That's why minimum payments exist, not to help you, to lull you. Here's your fix. Create a personal minimum, at least triple what the statement suggests. If they want $100, you pay $300. That's how you cut decades of interest into just a few years. Section 2. The rewards illusion. Credit cards love to sell you benefits. Cashback, miles, points. It feels like free money, but it's not. Those perks are bait. Let's do the math. You spend $1,000 and get 2% cashback. Great, you've earned $20. But if you carry that balance into next month at 20% interest, you'll pay $200 in interest for your reward. You didn't win, you got played. Rewards aren't free, they're funded by the 60% of customers who carry balances month to month. The banks know this. It's why rewards programs exist in the first place. They turn debt into dopamine. So if you're chasing points while paying interest, you're losing the game by design. Credit cards should be used as tools for convenience and fraud protection, not entertainment or identity. Section 3. The psychology of plastic. The reason credit cards work so well for the banks is because they rewire your brain. Paying with cash activates your pain center. You feel the loss. Paying with plastic separates the action from the consequence. The pain is delayed. That's why you can spend hundreds in one sitting without flinching. Behavioral economists have proven this. People spend up to 25% more when using cards versus cash. Add digital wallets, one-click checkouts, and buy now, pay later buttons. And you've got a world where spending is frictionless, almost subconscious. This isn't about lack of discipline, it's about design. The game isn't rigged against poor people, it's rigged against the distracted. Section 4. The myth of good debt. You've probably heard someone say, credit card debt can build your credit. Technically true, but context matters. Carrying a balance doesn't help your score, it helps your lender. What builds credit is consistent on-time payments and low utilization, not carrying interest. The system rewards activity, not freedom. It's built to measure your reliability as a borrower, not your financial health as a person. So yes, use your card. Just pay it in full. Don't confuse being good at borrowing with being financially secure. Section 5. The hidden fees and penalties. Even when you think you're being responsible, the system finds ways to monetize mistakes. Late fees, annual fees, foreign transaction fees, balance transfer fees, each designed to look small in isolation, but they add up fast. Banks have teams of behavioral analysts studying how to make these fees feel invisible. A $39 late fee? Not a big deal. But that's $39 for doing nothing. Imagine someone charging you $39 to take a nap. Every time you pay a fee, ask yourself, did I get any value in return? If not, it's a tax on inattention. Section 6. Debt is the product. This might be the hardest truth to accept. Debt isn't an accident, it's the product. You're not the customer, you're the asset. Banks package your behavior into predictable profit streams. The longer you owe, the more valuable you become to them. Pre-approved offers, instant limit increases, credit score alerts, all of these keep you emotionally engaged with debt. It's gamified dependency. That's why you need to stop thinking like a borrower and start thinking like a bank. You don't need to swear off credit, you just need to flip the power dynamic. Section 7. The Escape Blueprint. Let's get practical. Here's your path out, step by step. Step 1. Stop adding to the fire. Freeze all but one essential card. Delete stored payment info from your phone and browser. You can't stop bleeding if you keep cutting. Step 2. List every balance, rate, and minimum payment. This part hurts, but clarity beats denial. Once you see the total, it loses its power over you. Step 3. Choose your payoff engine. The Avalanche method attack the highest rate first is fastest. The Snowball method attack the smallest balance first is most motivating. Pick one and commit for 90 days. Momentum matters more than perfection. Step 4. Negotiate everything. Call your lender, ask for a rate reduction or fee waiver. Many will say yes if you've been consistent. Every percentage point you save compounds over time. Step 5. Consolidate smartly. If your credit's decent, consider a 0% balance transfer or a low-interest personal loan, but only if you stop using the original cards. Otherwise, you're just rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. Step 6. Automate the system. Set auto-pay for at least your personal minimum, then make additional payments manually when cash flow allows. Never let a due date sneak up on you again. Step 7. Build the buffer. Open a separate Freedom Fund savings account. Every spare dollar you can scrape, bonuses, tax refunds, side gigs, goes there. This becomes your emergency fund, your safety net, and eventually your launchpad. Section 8. The Freedom Shift. Once you're debt-free, your mindset must change. The goal isn't to avoid credit, it's to control it. You use credit for convenience and rewards that you immediately pay off, not as backup income. Credit becomes a sword, not a chain. You'll have leverage, but it'll be intentional. You'll earn points on the bank's dime, never pay interest, and use their system for your gain. At that point, the game flips. You become the kind of customer banks profit least from. And that's exactly the goal. Here's the truth. Credit card debt isn't about math. It's about psychology, design, and awareness. The banks are playing chess while most people are playing checkers. But now you see the board. You know where the traps are. You know how to get out and stay out. If this opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe for weekly breakdowns on mastering money, and comment below, what's one change you're making today to start breaking free? You don't have to feel ashamed for being in debt. The system was built to make that happen. But awareness flips the power dynamic. You can't outsmart the banks by following their rules. You win by writing your own.